So for me, I'm taking one of these professional exams, and the one I'm taking is the ACC, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. And I don't know if it's a bit popular because most people in Nigeria, they do ICANN. So just think that if you hear ACC, just know that, okay, ACC is like will I say the United Kingdom version of ICANN. We do like the same courses, but in some of the courses, they are like United Kingdom like specific, like the tax laws or the business laws, that kind of thing. So that's like the main difference between ACC and ICANN. So now there are different types of professional exams that one can take. We have the ACC, which I just mentioned, the ICANN, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. We have CFA. CFA is the Chartered Financial Analyst. Yeah, that one is, I would say it's not like region specific, and it is done like by most people that are very, very, very interested in finance, like people that want to be investment bankers, financial analysts. So like that is what people that are interested in those things are the ones that do like CFA. Then we have CIPM. CIPM is for people that are interested in HR. So all these professional exams is not like only for people that want to do accounting. They are for different categories of, depending on the industry or the career path you want to take. So there's CIPM, that's for people that want to do human resources. Then we have CITN, that one is Chartered Institute of Taxation in Nigeria. If you are really, really interested in taxation, that's the one you should take. Then the CIBN, and the CPA is like the ICANN version, but it's used in North America. That's what you have to do if you're in the United States or Canada. They don't really recognize the ICANN ACCA bit. If you want to practice accounting in North America, you have to take the CPA. So now, professional exam. I know that most people, like most UI students, not even UI students, like most people that I know in different universities, whether they even know what they want to do or not, they've gone to buy an account form. Like why? Like if you are saying that, okay, I want to do ICANN because of my friend is doing ICANN, or I want to do ACC, I want to do CFA. You can't just wake up one morning because of my friend is doing this. You have to think, what do you want for yourself? Well, I'll be very honest, I didn't pick ACC myself. It was my parents that picked it for me. But like I'm glad because I really like accounting, so it was a win-win for me. But if, like at this stage, some of you have not started, some of us have not started professional exams, right? You should not just say, because of this person on LinkedIn that I saw is doing ICANN, I want to go and buy an account form, or I want to register for ACC, or I want to register for CFA. I remember there was one person that reached out to me last year asking me about ACC exams, and after the call I had with the person, it was obvious that this person wanted finance, and ACCA didn't really offer that, because for ACCA, you know, it's accounting, right? And there are different aspects of accounting. So ACCA touches everything. But this person really, really wanted finance. And in ACCA, there are only 2 papers that are related to the finance the person was looking for. So I told the person that, okay, maybe ACCA is not the best exam that you can do. You can try CFA. CFA is better suited for someone like you that you really, really want finance, investment banking, and all of those things. Okay, so for choosing, you have to check your career goals. Okay, what do you want? Do I want to like, and I remember when we got to 300 level, I borrowed a course from sociology. It was 358? It was human resource. And you could see like the man that took us, I've forgotten his name, he's really passionate about HR. So someone like him, he already took the CIPM exam. So also telling people that, okay, if you're interested in HR, maybe you should take the exam. It's not like, you have to think of like, what do you want? Even there's one of my classmates, so she's in economics, and she's taking the CIPM. It means she does not want to do the generic economics students to go and do ICANN or ACC or CITN. So she wants HR for herself, and she has started the CIPM professional exam. So you have to think that, what do I want for myself? You don't just say, even my closest friend, we like 2 different things. She's like the finance girl, me I'm the accounting girl. So because of, I'm applying for an accounting and you ask her, why did you not apply? AMYMAT applied for this thing. She's not interested. So you have to know that, okay, this is what I want to do, so that you pick the kind of exam you want to do. And you also have to look at your strengths. Do you get? For someone like me, I am not like a finance babe like that. So I can't even go and do CFA. And CFA is too expensive for me to put my money. I think for CFA level 1, you're paying like $1,500. You have to think that I can't put $15 down for something that I know that this is not really my strength. So what is my strength? You also have to think about that. And yes, don't choose hype or pressure. Because right now, like CFA is really, if you are very, very active on LinkedIn, you know that like a number of people are actually doing CFA, but that does not mean that because you're seeing that CFA is like the top finance the top finance professional exam in the world does not mean you should carry your money and go and say you want to do CFA. Ask yourself again, is that what you actually want for yourself? So no, well, balancing professional exams and academic. So I'll be very honest, personally for me, I have never like actively read for my ACCA exam and my semester exams at the same time. I usually do my ACCA exams during the holiday. So during session, maybe I can attend classes, like online classes, but I don't actively read during the session. It's when I get home and I said, okay, yes, I have to prep for the next exam. So, but I reached out to like a number of my friends that maybe did ACCA with schoolwork, did ICANN with schoolwork, and particularly what they said was like the generic things that everybody else would say, right? Time management, you have to like not allow your work to pile up. And I also saw something on Twitter about time management that, you know, as students, yes, most people combine a lot of things. And this person tweeted and said that combining responsibilities does not mean perfectly allocating maybe 50 hours a week to one and 50 hours a week to the other. It is like knowing to do more of one and drop the other. Do you get? So if maybe I'm reading, let's assume I'm combining ACCA with school, right? And let's assume we have exams next week. I can't be reading ACCA, my ACCA material the day I'm writing my school exams. Do you get? So it's knowing when to prioritize what you're like exactly doing. So if I have ACCA exams tomorrow, I can't be reading my Echo 401 notes today. So it's knowing when to say, okay, I have a deadline for this. I have to prioritize this right now. So because as human beings, we cannot perfectly allocate time between these things, honestly. So it's just knowing, okay, this is the beginning of the semester. We're not doing so much, right? Okay, maybe I can read a little bit of my ACC more than my schoolwork. Okay, when tests are approaching, you know that this is 6th week, 7th week, we're already having tests. Maybe you like have to start reading school things more because exam is approaching in 11th week. So that's like, you have to like set realistic goals. Like my friend, she said she wanted to get chartered at 19. So that was one thing that actually drove her that, okay, yes, I have to finish my ICANN exams. I have to pass once, even if sometimes, and that's something, it's okay to fail. Like, I failed 3 times. I have done 10 ACC, 11, sorry, and I failed 3 times. So yes, people, you can fail, right? You just, I don't know, just try not to think about it, even if it's hard. But you move on at the end of the day. And the first exam I failed, it hit me hard because in secondary school I never failed. So I was wondering, what really went wrong? Like, what was I going to tell my parents? Like, everything was just going through my mind. But at the end of the day, I think I realized that ACCA can never willingly fail you, right? It's a very transparent exam. I can even call for your script. ACCA can never fail you. So I think what I did was I just had to sit down. It's like, okay, what exactly did I do? What exactly did I not to do rather in my last preparation? So I realized that, I didn't have enough time to finish the syllabus. I had to like do more of group study, group reading with friends, and I had to take more mock exams, right? So the thing about taking mock exams is you be like in an exam environment even before the exam. So you like set your time and everything. So with all of those things, it really like helps me when I was reading for the exam. Although like I said, it is not easy. So I'll say the advantages of like taking professional exams is like it introduces you early on to realize how your career would be like. Because in ACCA, for the last stage, the professional stage, our exams are usually set like in a case study. Like we do not, when you're coming from the stage 1 and stage 2, you are doing objective exams like OBJ and theory. But in the final stage, it's strictly theory. I give you case studies. So in the final stage, if you're taking an exam like strategic business reporting, you're acting as the CFO of the organization. Do you get? So the kind of information they'll put in front of you, you are like a CFO in your exam. So you have to be thinking like one. Even in the audit exam, you're acting like an external auditor, a top auditor in KPMG or EY. So you have to be looking like, okay, as a professional auditor in the real world, this is how I'm going to be thinking. Do you understand? So that's awesome. And I believe other professional exams today, like it's like the same way. Whatever their standard of questions and everything, it will reflect that, okay, this is how, like when you start working in your career, when you start working in your industry, this is how things are going to be. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to touch would be for like people, like it can be expensive. Yes, for like the ACCA, it's something that you have to think about that, okay. And that's why most people just need to opt in for ICANN. And the thing about like ACCA and ICANN is like a partnership, where if you are done with ICANN, when you're coming to do ACCA, you do only 4 exams instead of 13 exams. So most times people just like go and do ICANN, which is significantly cheaper, and then cross over to ACCA where they can like just pay little fees and just do all their exams and get chartered. So you'll be chartered accountants from 2 bodies. Do you understand? And also another one is another like difficulty is balancing school with the exams. For people that, for me, I don't combine. For people that combine, it can be like no matter how you say you want to manage your time, there's sometimes that you get overwhelmed. Even this final year that people are like doing projects, doing schoolwork, it is very, very stressful. So yeah, so rounding up, I just want to say that, okay, anybody that wants to start, just start and speak to your stakeholders, like your parents, your friends, like, okay, what do they think? And also like think about the cost. Can you afford it? Give yourself like a timeline. I want to finish it, maybe, depending on the number of courses you have to take, you can't finish it after 1 year, 2 years, that kind of thing. And so yeah, choose wisely, stay consistent, and don't fear failure.